What up? I'm back. Today, I'm going to give you my top 5 plays on how to dominate Overdrive. If you are having problems in Overdrive, any of these 5 plays, all of them, a mixture of any of them, are going to help you win a lot more. So this is my number 5 play on the list. It's a great play, double under. There's 5 different reads you could have, and I'm going to show you how to use all 5. So the first read that I always look at, especially on the first play of the game, because you start on the 20, is going to be that inside slot route. Now right now it's my running back lined up there, so I just want to give him a little bit of time to let him get past the cornerback and that linebacker right there. And 9 times out of 10, especially on the first play, you're going to have a touchdown. You got to throw it a little hard. You don't want to throw it lobs. Lobs are going to be interceptions for sure. Now the next read I look at is going to be the deep route on the right. Again, you got to give him some time, especially on when it bump and run, when the cornerback comes up and starts hitting on him. If you could get some time, you're always going to have that deep route as long as the safety's not up there. So then you have 3 dump off routes right here. The tight end is going to be the ideal dump off in this situation. And now I'm going to show you, you see that you got the 2 routes that go right over the middle. Those are nice little routes for, especially if you only need a couple yards, you're on a goal line or anything like that. So I just give him some time, and I'm going to hit Aguilar right there. Easy. If it wasn't him, I was going to hit the other drag route. So I'd run a couple more plays to show you the last remaining play. On this play though, I seen the tight end open. I was looking at the tight end, and so I hit him. Like I said, there's so many plays. I could have done the drag route, but my eyes were on the tight end. So that's the tight end route again. And here's the drag route, right here, the slot route, the hot route that's red. You just give him a little bit of time, and you should have room to run. Do quick little juke moves. So this is my number 4 play. It's X follow. There's 5 different reads on this play. I use 3. I'm going to show you all the different ones on the play though. So I'm going to start out with my favorite read on this play. Is I always look to the inside on this slot receiver, which happens to be my tight end right now. That's a really good route. It's open a lot. You just got to give it some time. You got to let him get past the top safety up there. Once he gets past it, then you hit him. And it's usually for a good play. So my second favorite read on X follow is going to be the deep ball. They work really well in this game. You just have to give your wide receiver some time. So I like to hit the scramble button. And this year you could actually throw while you're on the scramble. So I give him some time, let him get open, and just launch. The other reads that I look at, if I don't have the deep ball, is going to be the drag routes. So I'll kind of look to see which one's going to be open right from the jump, and they're both open that time, so I hit the one on the left. I like to use that play around the goal line. It's a nice short distance play. So I'm going to show you what I meant by the short plays. I like to use this play at the goal line. I use it all the time. When you need a couple yards, if the running game ain't working, I just look for one of those drag routes, and they're usually going to be open. So the right one took a little bit too long, so I had to hit the left one, and he was open. And my number 3 play is Seattle. All 4 routes are good, and you can just crush somebody with any one of these routes. So I'm going to show you Seattle. Just like the last 2 plays, I look at that slot route first. That's going to be my first read, especially in the beginning of the game when you only have that 20 yards to go. It's a touchdown almost every time. So I'm just going to be looking for that slot route, Hopkins. It looks like my tight end, but my tight end actually goes in the middle. So I'm going to give it some time when I snap the ball, and I just got to let him get past everybody and then throw a bullet. You don't want to throw a lobs. So my second read that I always look at on this play is going to be the deep route to my wide receiver 1. I'm going to give him some time. I want to scramble and get out there. If you don't give him some time and you just launch it, you're going to throw a pick to either that cornerback or safety. He's going to get over there. So again, I use the scramble, throw on the run. Touchdown. Alright, so the third read I look at, if neither of the options that I just went over are open, I look for the deep ball or I look for the tight end. Because if the cornerbacks are busy covering the outside, the tight end is going to be open in the middle. Again, you just have to give it some time. A few little moves and you get a touchdown. And the last route, but not the least route, because it works just as well for touchdowns, is going to be the deep straight ahead stick route. Again, you just have to give him a little time to let him get past that cornerback and then throw it hard. This is my second favorite play so far this year. It's an absolutely great play. It's usually always open, and you're going to get big yards with a few little stick moves. So I'm going to show you how good this play really is. If you don't know, now you know. So here, we're going to go right for the hot route that I look for is A. I'm going to look for that slot route. He's going to be open more than not. There's another couple reads in this play, but that's the one. See how wide open he is? Touchdown. That play is so nice. I did it twice. Just so you can see how great it is. Again, just wide open. It's not always open, but there's other reads if he's not. Like this is the next read that you take. If the linebacker scoops up over there, sometimes he will. He'll chase that slot route. Then I look for B. Because chances are, if they're chasing him, B's going to be open. So if those two plays happen to be covered, and you need somewhere else to look for, there's a perfect dump off play. You'll see if it's covered in the middle, because they'll play that zone right there in the middle. You can see them right now. They're gonna stay right there in that zone, but they left the flat wide open with the tight end. It's usually good for an easy 10 yards, maybe more. So we're coming to my favorite play so far this year. You could just gash people with any one of these routes, and one of them is going to be open. So I'm going to kick it off with the crowd favorite of this route, of this play, is going to be the deep ball. It's going to be open a lot. Again, you're just going to want to give yourself some time. I like to scramble. Other people do it different ways. I like to scramble, get out there, and throw it on the run. And you're going to get that. But my favorite route to actually look for is the one that I look for first, is going to be that hot route, the red route with the Hopkins. He's going to run this route right across the middle. And if you could give yourself some time, he's going to be open. And it's usually for big yards. So now you got the other side too. You have you got the deep route on the other side, and then you have the other drag route across the middle with the tight end. You see it, get another touchdown. Just got to give that play a little bit of time, and it works. And I'll show you about the tight end. Usually the tight end's open a little bit more, especially because Hopkins is covered, but they got the zone coverage, and this is the worst coverage you can have for this play, but it still worked. Hopefully this can help you dominate at Overdrive. If you already aren't dominating, if you haven't subbed, please sub. I'm giving away $100 to one of my lucky subscribers. It'll be random when I hit 200 subscribers. So until then, peace.